Tony, we're going to talk about Brian DeBall, right?
Brian Dable.
But his name is DeBall. And he looks like a big ball. He might have that, like, Ozempic Manjaro, not a sponsor, but, like, he looks like a big ball, right?
So let's go back.
But what's his
But
name?
Dable.
Brian Dable?
Yes.
I used to call him the hamster. Anyways, let's get started. You want to talk about sports?
Yes, I want to talk about sports.
You want to get a real job? You want to talk about sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
Sports?
Sports.
All right, sports it is.
Welcome to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast brewed by autism and brotherhood. I'm your host, Tony Chinelli, along with my co-host, Gianni Talk. How are you, Gianni?
Doing really well. I'm looking forward to today's episode. Tony, I wanted to challenge you. Who do you think are your college football Heisman picks right now? And for those of you who don't know, what is the Heisman?
The Heisman is awarded to the best college player of the year.
Now, it almost always goes to a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But not always. When was the last time like a defender won it?
Jesus Christ, I gotta go back to when Charles Woodson won it in the early 90s.
Did Monte Te'o win it?
No, I think he was like in the conversation. But no.
Let's see, last time a college defender won the Heisman. Charles Woodson.
Oh, we just looked that up, and I even knew that before we looked that up.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay, credit where I do. This is why I don't question you. All right, let's do it, Tony. Who is number one on your? Well, not number one, maybe on your list, but let's talk about the options. Who are some of the?
Here are the four people who I believe.
Okay.
Fernando Mendoza. You know.
Who does he play for?
He plays for Indiana, and you know me, I'm a big Indiana. I'm not a Indiana fan, but you know I like their story and stuff, and I think what Mendoza has done, a quarterback, he's had 2,641 yards, 30 touchdowns, in 11 games. That's kind of hard to do. Only 5 interceptions. And let me tell you this, to have a QBR rating of 88.7. Now, I know that's fourth, but that's pretty good as a quarterback.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Do you want to talk about your next person?
Yes, who I else think would be Marcel Reed. Now, what he has done with Texas A&M this year, too, I believe he is a good quarterback. He might not show it, but he has them undefeated this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 2,632 yards. He's up there with Mendoza. You know, touchdowns, 22, but that's okay. But I think that's just passing touchdowns. I don't know.
Either way, I mean, he's doing well.
The interceptions are a little bit high. QBR is 79.6, but he's a sophomore.
That's not bad for a sophomore at all. I mean, Mendoza's a junior, so he's a little bit older, a little bit more mature, right?
I think he's a redshirt junior in Mendoza,
Okay.
but yeah.
Would that just mean he's a little bit older, though, in real life? Okay.
You could
Who
say
else is
that
in the
for me.
conversation here?
So, next person, you know, we all have to give love to the quarterbacks, but this is also an offensive defensive game. How about Kawan Lacey, a running back from Ole Miss? I watched this game against Florida last week. He was incredible. Now, against Florida, he had 31 rushes for 225 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's the number one leader in rushing touchdowns this year. He's had over 11,036 yards.
1,000.
1,136
yards, not 11,000. 11,000, he would be in the NFL by now. In like a 10, 11 games. That'd be insane. But go ahead. 19 touchdowns?
19 touchdowns.
And an average of 5 yards per carry.
Yes. Now, the average, but...
Could be higher.
Yes.
Okay. Respect that. Now, we've talked a lot of offense. You have one defensive guy, right?
I do.
Go ahead.
So, funny story about this guy. His name's Jacob Rodriguez. Now, his head coach thinks that he should be in a Heisman talk. You know, I kind of do. You know, he's the heart and soul of the defense. But last week against UCF, his coach really wanted him to be in the Heisman conversation. That his coach made him a quarterback.
Corner or
Quarterback for a play, and he scored a touchdown.
He scored a touchdown at quarterback?
Yes.
Did he pass the ball or run it?
He won it.
I mean, listen, he said quarterbacks only win it. So you know what? Make this guy a quarterback for one play. You're kidding me.
What?
Okay. Now, he also had an interception in that game.
Yes, he did. No. Are you looking at the BYU?
And look at the UCF game.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes.
And then he had 6 tackles, 3 assist tackles as well. I mean, listen, man.
I don't.
He has 1 sack this year, which is weak.
Yes.
But 54 solo tackles, 7 forced fumbles, and 4 interceptions for a linebacker?
Yes.
That's insane, Tony.
No, I know.
He's going to the NFL.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Now, Gianni, you have somebody who's in mind?
My question
I
is,
don't think so, but...
should we show some love to Gunnar Stockton? Now, I'm looking at the ESPN website. If you go on there, he's got a nice little haircut. When he shaves his head, he's got a face only a mother could love. That being said, junior quarterback, Georgia. We've talked about Georgia last week. They're doing great. I mean, he's got a 90 QBR, 19 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Listen, it's a lot less touchdowns than our boy Fernando Mendoza. But my thing is, I mean, the stats are good. I guess my question for you would be, why isn't he, with 2,269 passing yards, why isn't he in the conversation? Is it a schedule thing? Is he being carried by running backs and wide receivers? Like, what's going on here? Why isn't Gunnar Stockton in your conversation for Heisman?
I just look at it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't... He could be, but I just don't think...
Do we know if he's going to the NFL this year? Or if he's going to stay?
Well, he is a junior, so juniors can elevate themselves into...
Do you think he should?
To declare. No, I think Georgia relies on their running backs. Georgia has always had a good running back. When you also look at...
Gunnar Stockton has 8 rushing touchdowns.
Well, yeah, but
He's
you
a
also
running back,
look at
Tony.
the quarterbacks, though, in the division. Ty Simpson. I just don't think he's getting enough love.
You think Gunnar Stockton should get more love? Or do you think he's getting too much love?
I think he should get more love. And when you talk about the college football quarterbacks in the SEC, you talk about Ty Simpson. You talk about Marcel Reed. You talk about Archie Manning. You talk about Diego Pavia. He's like DJ Radley, Garrett Nessmeyer. He's like the 7th or 8th.
So would you say he's underrated, but not underrated enough that you think he's a Heisman?
Yes.
Couple more things we want to talk about. Are we good to move on from the Heisman convo?
Yes.
Before we do, who is your Heisman if you had to pick one of them?
Mendoza.
Mendoza? Okay. Let's talk a little bit of NFL football. Now, we are...
Wait. So, time out. Now, some people can say, oh, Travis Hunter. Well, he played defense last year for Colorado, and he won a Heisman. He also played offense.
Yep.
I know there could be a conversation. Well, what about Travis Hunter?
That's a good clarification. And I will say, Travis Hunter's good, but Jacksonville's barely using him on offense.
Well, he's out for the season.
Yeah, but that is true. He was a two-way player, so like it's not like he only played defense. But hey, now Jacob Rodriguez played quarterback. Maybe he's a two-way player. I'm just saying it's possible. It's possible. Now, let's talk a little bit Green Bay Packers. So I didn't even ask Tony who he wanted to put on Fraud Watch, but we were looking at Packers, and Tony said, you know what? I think I want to put the Packers on Fraud Watch. And I was a little surprised, but you know what, Tony? Let's talk about the Packers, okay?
Yes, let's go ahead. So they trade and go get Micah Parsons.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Okay.
And the first game, they shut down the Detroit Lions.
You know, what's funny is you predicted the Detroit Lions to be a good team.
They're a good team to play by.
But I edited that out of the podcast after the Packers beat them because I was like, I don't want Tony to look stupid. And then they started winning other games. And I'm like, well, I shouldn't have edited that out. But go ahead. So they beat the Lions. That was around week 1 or 2, I think.
No, that was week 1.
Week 1, okay.
Just to break this down. Week 1, they beat the Lions. Week 2, they beat the Commanders. Yeah. Well, that's what before traded Daniels. This is why I want to put them on a fraud watch. They lose to the Cleveland Browns. The New York Jets beat the Cleveland Browns. And they lost, and they gave up. They were up 10-0 going into the fourth quarter. And they lost. They gave up 13 unanswered to the Cleveland Browns. The next game. We should have done this. Why am I so upset?
Go ahead, yeah. I mean, that's why you're so upset. Keep going.
The next game, they played up the Dallas Cowboys, who are not a good team. And they tied with the Dallas Cowboys.
So hard to get a tie in the NFL, too.
Yes.
40-40.
40-40.
Where's the defense?
There was no. And then, look, they beat Cincinnati, but that was without Burrow.
Credit, they did have Flacco. But still, the Bengals team was bad.
Yes.
Okay.
They barely beat Arizona, and that was even with Morley before he got benched.
That was Brissett.
That was Brissett?
Yeah, but still, I mean, Jacoby Brissett is...
No, yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Not bad. Credit to him. Like, one of the better guys to have coming off your bench.
Yes.
You know? Like, he's a great NC State boy. Respect him. But, like, beating Jacoby Brissett is not that big of a deal. So, but they won that. Credit to him. Credit to him. Continuing from there, what else we got?
They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Big deal.
That is a big deal.
Okay.
But what I want to get into the next weekend, they lose to the Carolina Panthers. Johnny, we have been watching the Panthers, right?
You know, they're kind of the only game on TV often.
Yes.
Their offense is, what's the word I'm looking for?
Trash.
Trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash.
And that they lost to the Carolina Panthers. And they were big favorites against them.
Yep.
They were 10.5, over 10. And then on a Monday night game against the Philadelphia Eagles, I never saw the worst offensive play. Johnny, can you pull up the stats for that, please?
Yes, I can.
Can you tell me what the score was by the fourth quarter?
So in the first 3 quarters, it was 3-0. And then in the fourth quarter, both teams scored a touchdown. And the Eagles
Who was
won
winning?
7.
Okay.
The Eagles were winning 3-0 going into the beginning of the fourth quarter on Monday Night Football. I didn't even need to take melatonin this night. This game put me to sleep. I mean, it was bad.
It's so bad.
I mean, listen, as we're recording this, they are beating the Giants. But I mean...
Well, we're talking about the Giants, Johnny.
We will, but like, here's the thing. You're barely beating a Giants team that has Jameis Winston under center. I respect Jameis Winston, but
Me too.
he's their third string quarterback. That's A. Tyrone Tracy is the Giants running back, 8 for 27. Come on, this is not a good team you're going against. All the wide receivers for the Giants are injured and you can't beat them more?
Yep.
I mean, that's insane. You let Devin Singletary score 2 touchdowns against you? Devin Singletary?
Wait. How many rushes at Kelly's in the yards does he have? No, how many yards does he have?
16. He's averaging
more than
2.7. It's ridiculous, Tony. I do think this Packers team is weird because I was unsure whether or not they were Super Bowl contenders, but right now, what do you think?
Listen, they have 6-7 games left, and this division is strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bears are playing well. Minnesota, but they're getting healthy with J.J. McCarthy.
One more thing I want to talk about, okay?
Yeah.
Unless you want to finish that statement?
No, you go ahead.
We were talking about the Packers playing the Giants. Giants fired their coach, Brian Daboll.
Dable.
I got you saying it now.
Dable. But as a sports person, you have to say the name right. Dable.
I will never say the name right. That's your job. Okay, so we were talking about this. What is getting you so upset, like, actually, about, like, the way that New York teams are covered?
Listen, as a suffering Jets and Giants fan, with Sam Darnold he was a Jets player. Daniel Jones was a Giants player.
Geno Smith?
Geno Smith, yes. I understand that Sam Darnold is tearing it up in the league. I understand Daniel Jones is tearing it up in the league. I understand Geno Smith was doing really good with different teams. I don't want to be reminded by everybody how they're doing so well, and they're bringing up how they were such a bad organization. I get it. It's not funny anymore hearing the dig all the time. Digs. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in like 5-10 years, when we're still doing this, and when the Jets and Giants are doing good, and we start talking trash about other teams, I don't want to hear anything else. Oh, why are you talking shit about these teams?
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. I mean, I do think the Jets and the Giants are run kind of poorly. I get that.
Yeah.
But it is a really lazy stat line. Like, oh, I can't believe the Giants let this guy go. I can't believe the Jets let this guy go. Okay, let's talk for a moment.
Now they take this.
Let's take a second here. Geno Smith played well in a great system, and then he went into a system that wasn't perfect, and he's not playing that great anymore.
No.
Sam Darnold was a rookie, didn't look great, and then he matured as a player. Yeah, he matured as a player, and now he looks good because he's an adult. Of course he looks better now. Daniel Jones... I don't really know if I could blame Daniel Jones for doing better on a team where he has like a running back who's just carrying him the whole time. I mean, then again, he actually had Saquon Barkley. Again, that might just be a maturing thing, but I don't know. It feels like laziness. It just feels like laziness. And I'm thankful because Tony asked me before this. He was like, "Am I allowed to just complain about like the way the media covers things?" And I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, of course, Tony, you're part of the media. I'm part of the media. It's not ESPN's fault. It's not the NFL Network's fault. It's whatever lazy narrative people want to come up with and then go onto these networks. And if you were on ESPN, if you were on NFL Network, if you were on ABC Sports or whatever it's called, whatever it is, you could have whatever opinion you want. And the opinion you're choosing to have is that, like, this is lazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's really all we have time for today. Tony, is there anything else you really want to talk about?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Thank you for listening to Tony's Upset, a sports podcast fueled by autism and brotherhood. Goodbye, y'all. That's a wrap.